Alright, folks, welcome to another episode of the White Glove Show here on YouTube, where every card gets the white glove treatment. We're going to go ahead and open up some packs today, but before we get started, we'll look at the previous recent poll here. Decided to put up Ironheart. That's a very vibrant color on that background. I love the way that looks. They did the art very well for a lot of the Marvel set. But I like the Steel Requiem booster packs because, I'll preface it by saying you should always buy singles if you're going for a particular card or building a deck. Just the way that rolls. But Steel Requiem here has the chance at some really cool Gundam Alex cards, which is my favorite mobile suit from the Gundam series. And that's why I keep a stack of Steel Requiem around, just in case I feel like I'm lucky enough to pull one of those. And I hope that is right now. The Hyzak, the foil mobile suit of Zeta Gundam, but an underappreciated antagonist suit. Cyclops team card. Always a good sign when you're looking for the 0080 cards. Speak of. Distant Reunion. Freedom Gundam, not bad. Dynamis. Never got into 00 or Seed, so I won't lie to you. Not familiar with a lot of those. Ooh, the Masala. That's a neat suit from Zeta. Won't lie to you. And in foil, looks pretty spiffy. Eternal. It's a ship. One of these ship mechanics of the Gundam game. And then a resource card. Tell me what you think of that pack. I'm not 100% sold on that pack. It had a lot of promise. It started off with Cyclops team. So we are going to go ahead and consult the spinner wheel again. Pull another Gundam, maybe? Pull a Magic? Magic would be nice to kind of vary it up. We got some superheroes. Marvel superheroes. What are your feelings on this? Now that we've had superheroes out for a few weeks at this point, they made their way into your deck. You made a deck around them yet? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear. Alrighty. Carrier Strike. I've seen that one come up in the this card come up more and more in the packs we've been opening here. Repulsor Blast. I think that came up in a pack we pulled not that long ago either. I mean, it's a common, obviously, but so you notice the names come up more often. Volcanic Villain. Mask. Legendary Creature, Human Hero. White Tiger, Power Up. Power Up abilities are pretty neat. Madam Hydra, that's nice. Scientist Supreme of Aim. I think not on the last pack we opened, not on the last Marvel pack we opened, but the pack before that, or maybe last episode, we pulled the same rare. Ooh, King Chala. Chala, yeah. That's pretty neat. That's a heck of a pull right there. Mythic. And then does it transform? Yes, it does. Black Panther. There you are. And then common foil, vibranium energy daggers, which are pretty neat. Subterranean cavern land. And a hero token. I think we're probably going to toss that King T'Challa on the highlight spinner here. Go ahead and do a swap. And while we're highlighting that, we'll go ahead and switch on over to highlighting which card we're going to pull next on the wheel. Alrighty, what are we looking at here? Another Gundam? Huh? No? No. Edge of Eternities. Edge of Eternities, of course, one of my favorite Magic sets for the artwork. And then right up there with Thunder Junction. Pulled the Thunder Junction last episode and had a great couple cards in it, actually. Hope for the same for this Edge of Eternities. Was steep for a. Let me bring that back here. A little steep for an exile target creature. 3 plus a black. Bombard. 4 damage to target creature for 2 in a red. That's not terrible. Dock Worker Drone. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. When its creature dies, put its counters on target creature you control. That's a great mechanic. That's a solid card right there. For a common, that's how you build a creature. 3 green, trample, landfall, beast. That's pretty slick too. Command bridge, land. Ooh, another one of the spacecraft. These are pretty neat. They are a little hefty on the mana to get it up and moving, but when you do, they're as potent as vehicles are in the rest of the game. Ragost, Deft Gastronaut. Lobster Citizen. That's... I've heard of merfolk, and you've got your rabbit folk. Lobster Citizen. That might make it onto the feature wheel just for being a lobster citizen. Rescue Skiff. Another space. I got 3 spacecraft in this pack. That's pretty wild, actually. 10 plus for flying. Oof. The problem with the spacecrafts that I've heard people say online and in reviews and whatnot, they're the mana cost to get them up and moving to be a 5/6 is crazy compared to another 5/6 that you could find for 4+ color, something like that. Basic island and lander token. What did you think of that pack? I don't know. I'm in love with the fact that Lobster Citizen exists at all, ever. One of my kind of people. Alrighty. Moving swiftly on. Notice the Phantom Arias are actually a pretty unique pack in the Gundam card game sphere. They're not, the booster boxes themselves don't go for a whole lot of money considering what Gundam booster boxes go for, but the return on those said boxes is way more. That's a great buy. Squirt the whole pack out at once here. Oh, the wiggle worked. So G. Dynamis again. Daughtris. Armory 1. G. Falcon. Inspector. GNX. Another Gundam Throne Dry. I thought we got one in our last Gundam pack. Last episode, but I could be wrong here. Trinity Warship. Ellen Series. Ooh, Kind-Hearted Foil. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. And then a GN Armor Type D Trans Am, also in foil. And our resource card. Not a bad pack. Not quite anything that I would feature over Lobster Citizen, but here we are. Alrighty, what's our next pack gonna be here? Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, right back to Gundam? Are we going right back to Gundam? I guess so. Steel Requiem. Looks like we're working our way towards opening up the Steel, all the Steel Requiem I have here. be our integral part of Zeta Gundam there. Zagak E, legendary. Legendary. Yazan Gable, legendary. You didn't like Zeta. Followed swiftly up with a Bernard Wiseman, of course. Shouts out to my hamburger gang. Ensign Rekwa Lond. Hardy Steiner is another Cyclops team. Golly, that's a solid couple Cyclops team pulls right there. Shatria in foil. What do we got after the Shatria? Whatever it is, it doesn't want to show up. It's hiding. I'm going to try and do all this on camera at once. Gundam Graham's Union Flag Custom. LR. Graham Acre. And then an EX base card. Alrighty. As much as I like the Chala we got here, I gotta do it for my boy. He didn't deserve to go out that way. Shouts out Hamburger Crew. Let's check out what we've got next. Oh, there's no way I hit another Gundam pack. That would be wild. No, looks like we're hitting Magic the Gathering Foundations. Now, Foundations, I like... By the way, those are the social media links right there, just in case you felt like following and seeing some clips that I make up about the show here. Sometimes I'll add a couple extra pulls that I do on my own time on some of these. I'm starting a Patreon as well, so we'll have Patreon paid pack pulls. And we'll have live play as well on... I believe I'm going to try and do that on the Twitch stream, so go ahead and follow along there, just for all of the, I guess, the live played stuff we do. As I was saying, Foundations, I like because it's not like a core set where they're adding to it. It's sort of a core set, sort of a reprint type thing. That's good for somebody who, like me, who recently got into Magic, who doesn't have the bulk or the cards to put decks to. Land of War Elves. As I was saying, a classic reprint that just adds to the game. I mean, add your color mana there. Flying Vigilance. That's a great card. Banishing Light. What more can you say? Playing the hits. That's why Foundations is great. And and they're legal until 2029, which is also incredible. Now you're not scrambling if you're buying up foundations. You're not worried about bans or anything like that. There's a rare Abyssal Harvester Demon Warlock. That's some great artwork on there. I don't know how to highlight that artwork any better, but that's what I think of when I think of Magic Black Mana artwork. Valkyrie's Call, Mythic. That's a great pull right there. Non-token, non-angel creature you control dies. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's a pretty... Stiff pack of cards here. It was difficult to get open there. I'm going to shut the stream down for a second. They're still getting stuck in there. There we go. Full pull on that one. Stunky. I won't lie to you, I've been out of the Pokemon loop for 26 years, 27 years now. Stunky. That's what brings you back. Frogadier, interesting. Skrelp. Goomy. Claydol. I think the last pack, I ended up pulling a Deoxys too. So there you go. Special red card. You can use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Your opponent shuffles their hand. It puts it on the bottom of their deck. They put any cards in the bottom of their deck this way. They draw 3 cards. Brutal. Ooh. Breaks and foil. That's a pretty neat card right there. Oh, and a Quilladin foil as well. That's pretty slick. And oh wow, a Delphux foil. That is a heck of a card. That is a neat Pokemon card right there. And then we just got a basic energy and your Pokemon Live redeem card. That was a great pack. That was a great pack. I think that Delphux is gonna make it to the display wheel here. Taking out our Hamburger King Barney Wiseman. Set him off to the side. And get ready for yet another pack. Not that many left now. Getting down there on this wheel. And it looks like we're going to be opening up a magic that I don't have a lot of, and that I don't see as often as I do something like Foundations or Superheroes or an Edge of Eternities. Would be an Avatar. Now, I did a booster draft of Avatar with some friends, and this was a solid set. Solid set. A lot of great pulls, a lot of really good synergies you could work together just from your limited draft pull. So we'll see what we get in this pack. Abandon attachments. You may discard a card. If you do draw 2 cards, it's a great way to empty some of the clutter out of your hand to get something that can get you moving in. That's a great card for a colorless blue or red. That's pretty good. Solid instant there. Like I said, it was a great draft night. Of course, it always is when you're hanging out with good friends. But the cards were good. Every pack was a win. My scornful strike. To life. That's power right there. That's why I said it was a great draft. And right into a full art Diligent Zookeeper rare. That's some great artwork as well. I never pulled a full art when we were playing. Was that full art or borderless? I can't remember. Oh, I never pulled one of these when we were playing, but this is beautiful card. And then a foil uncommon Cruel Administrator. Should be a land. Foil land. That's pretty neat. Blue or green land. And then a token copy. Oh, what do we got in the bag? What's token spirit? That was an excellent pack. Excellent pack. Excellent. Couldn't ask for a whole lot more out of that pack. Full art is going on the display spinner. Has to. That's such good artwork on that. And then I think, folks, that'll be it. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I hope that you go ahead and check out all of our links here. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share them. However, go ahead and comment on things. I want to hear some feedback. Do you like the packs we're pulling? Do you like the cards we're getting? Is there something else you'd like to see? Please let me know. That goes a long way in helping me do this. I enjoy doing this. I hope you enjoy watching it. I want to make it just as enjoyable to watch as it is to do. Thanks.